Hello y'all, this is Jennifer at Creative Art Spark, and tonight we are going to do an unboxing of my September Scrappy Shak subscription box. I already know what the basic theme of this is, so I'm going to say I'm late for a very important date because this was the September box and it's October. So let's open the box and see what we got. And like I said, this is from Scrappy Shak. Scrappy Shak is located in Salty, Nacoochee, Georgia. And they can be found at scrappyshak.com. Say that fast 3 times. They have an online store and they have a brick and mortar store. Great people. You'll enjoy getting to know them. All right, let's see what's inside. So open the box up, and it's got some pretty paper because purple is the Scrappy Shak color. And here is a wonderful instruction booklet that was designed by my friend Emma. And the cards in here were designed by another friend of mine, Barbie. Both of them work at Scrappy Shak. And the stamps are from Indigo Blu. So this book has your instructions to make cards. It gives you beautiful pictures, as you can see. It's got, let's see, that's 3 cards. 4 cards, and then other ideas. So I believe you must have, I'm not sure because I haven't made anything out of here yet, but it's looking like you might have enough to make 4 cards. So let's keep digging. Okay, we open up the purple. We have, looks like black matte and envelope. More black matte and envelope and lots of goodies. Here's set number 3, I guess. So there are 4 cards in here. Okay, 4 pieces. Let me back up. 4 sets of cardstock to make 4 cards. Okay, we've got pop-up dots. We have Indigo Blu Collector's Edition number 19 bottles. Little rubber stamp, red rubber stamp. And then, oh, the best piece, Indigo Blu, Alice in Wonderland. And she's got 3 parts. She's got the checkerboard and the mushrooms and then Alice herself. Okay, then we have Delusions Diamond Dust. We've got a gold rose color. And we have a blue color. Those are really pretty. And we've got some papers. There is a yellow print, a blue floral. Boy, that's pretty. Music page. I don't know. Can I use a music page? As a pianist, I'll have to think really hard. Oh my. And then we've got mushrooms. And oh, I like the back of that. Really, really, really pretty. Okay, so you can do some collage work if you so desire. All right, let's set this aside. And I'm going to attempt to make one of these cards tonight. So, let's open up our instruction book. Take out your black mat. Open your 2 jars of diamond dust and set them aside so you won't knock into them. Don't sneeze. They have a sense of humor. Okay. That's 2 paintbrushes ready. I don't have paintbrushes. I guess I'll get a small sized paintbrush for applying the mica powder. Okay, there's 1 and there's 2. All right, and there's 3 for an extra small one. Okay, now I'm going to, let's see, stamp the mushroom. Stamp with clear embossing ink in the bottom right corner. 4 mushrooms. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 mushrooms. All right, I see what they're doing. Okay. Oops, there goes my whole mat. That was good. Let's do this. Guess I shouldn't have smoothed that down on there. I was trying to get rid of the glare with this little purple, what is a synthetic mat. I was trying to get rid of the glare. All right, let's see here. I need my Misty. My poor little well-used dirty Misty. Yes, it has been well loved. I need my acrylic stamp, or my embossing stamp, I mean. My Versamark. This one kind of had some kind of little accident and it exploded. And it looks all yucky, but it still works. All right. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's put these up here so I don't lose them. Y'all, I ordered a set of stamps from France and I lost one. I lost this one. I'm forever losing things. And I really liked it. So I ordered another set. And the day before it got here, guess what I found? Yep, you got it. All right, we need the mushroom stamps. Okay. I have a hard time getting into these plastic bags. Okay, I need to remove this part of my Misty so that my, yep, that's going to work if I get it positioned. Yep, that will work. Okay, let me look and see if I can find my other Versamark because that looks really gross. And we're digging for the Versamark. Yeah, we'll use that. This looks bad. It exploded at some point in time and it's so sticky and nasty feeling. Okay. All right. We're looking for the black mat. Okay. They've even done some pre-stamping. It says, "Love you so much." I guess because of the mushrooms. All right, let's pull this out. Dare I take it all out? I'll probably lose it. Okay, take the black, put it in your Misty. Wow, that's a lot stronger in there like that. Okay, you want to put it, stamp 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that one's icky colored too, but I know that that's ink. There's 1. Oh, you know what? I didn't open my diamond dust. Let's see. That means I'll have to restamp my mushroom. Would really help if I read directions, wouldn't it? Okay, that one can be opened. And that one can be opened. All right. So let's restamp this puppy. There's 1. And then in quick succession it says stamp more. Okay. There's number 3. Then it says to real quick, turn it around and stamp again. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That'll work. There's one. Two. I've never done this technique before, so it's going to be interesting to see how it turns out. It's going to be interesting to see how big a mess I make. Okay. Three. And then number 4. When I first started making cards, I didn't think I needed a MISTI. I love it. As you can see, it's been very, very well loved. I've had it about, I think, 2 years, and I really do like it. Okay, now we're going to use our diamond dust to paint our little mushrooms. Okay, so let's see what happens here. I guess this is what it means. I've never painted it before, so painted with this before, so I do not know. Hope we can shake this off, because if we can't, I'm just making a mess. Where's that other little bitty one? Well, fairly little. Let's see. Quickly, what I do is by dipping the brush, dabbing it gently. It will stick to the wet ink, and then you use your large brush to brush away the extra ink. Uh-oh, I just stuck that in my blue. It needed to go in this. Okay. I'll just keep on keeping on. See what we come up with. Mostly looks like I'm making a mess. But ever hopeful. You don't know till you try something. So we're just going to be hopeful. I'm probably using way too much. That's probably the biggest problem. Okay, we're going to come over here and steal some of this blue because we don't want to waste it. Alright, we've about got these 4 done. I don't think I even have any diamond dust. I think this is the first I've ever used of this. I've got some Lindy's stuff, but I don't have any I do like the Lindy's. I've used it for several different things. All right, let's do the front ones now. See what we get. If this turns out good, I might have to do a video on the second card. But tonight I'm only going to do one video. I got some, well, I might do. I've got another unboxing that I tried to do last week, and I lost some very important parts. So it had to be put on hold. So I might try to do that one tonight. We'll see. We'll see how long this takes. Seems like everything on my desk has gone walking off. I can't find my glue gun thing. It's not a glue gun. But I don't remember what you call it. But it's made by the people that made the Misty. I call it a glue gun. I know that's not right, but that's. It pushes the glue out for people like me that have hands that don't want to always work. See if we can pick that up right there. All right, it says to take your big brush and wipe off the excess. So excuse me, I'm going to do this over the trash can. I will be right back. I'll put y'all on hold. Ha-ha, looky there. That doesn't look half bad, does it? I'm right pleased with that. Okay, it says to use a fixative. The only fixative that I have is hairspray. So I'm going to give it a good old dollop of hairspray, and then we'll get on to the next steps. Let me cap these things off. And let me pick this thing back up. Does anybody know where I might have hidden my hairspray? Nobody does. Okay. Well, I'll be right back again. Okay, I've sprayed my mushroom page with hairspray, and while it's drying, we're going to stamp Alice and work on her. Okay, so we're going to take white cardstock. We're going to lay Alice on it, and let me just take these off. Do that. We're going to find our black ink, if we're lucky. And my VersaFine layer. Here we go, and this stuff takes forever to dry. I didn't think about that, did I? Okay. Let's see what kind of impression we get. Because we're going to stamp it, and then we're going to color it, and then we're going to cut it out. Oh, I did pretty good. Got to do a little bit of work on her feet. Well, we'll just ink the whole thing up. But basically, that looks pretty doggone good for a first try. All right, here we go. Rub, 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 rub. Okay. Ha ha ha! I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. That needs to dry a little bit, so I'll clean off the extra ink off the stamp. Baby wipes are your best friend. All right, while my ink is drying, I'm going to test my hairsprayed sheet. It says to cut it down to do 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, I can do that. Yes, I can. Why am I doing that? Pull that off, lay that over there. Set this aside for just a second. Let me get my Tiny Tim. Okay. All right. That's the 4 1/4. So we need to trim. Let's cut about that much off of that side. And then let's turn it around. Because this one I've got a little wiggle room. Not much, but a little. Okay. Go to 4. Well, we'll turn it back around in a second and cut off some more. Alright, let's cut some more off here. Work our way down to the 4 and see if we can do it without losing a whole bunch of mushrooms. Okay, that's the 4. This is the 5 and half, and we need to do 5 1/4. Alright, so we got to cut. Let's cut this one off first because I didn't go all the way down to the bottom on that one. Let's see. Alright, 5 1/4 would be, we can take a little more off right there. Now let's take 5. Okay, that's 5 1/4. Right there. All right, we've cut our little mushroom down. You know, sometimes it's best if you read the directions all the way through before you get started, because I could have pushed those mushrooms closer up to the middle, couldn't I? All right, let's take a look at this. It's dry. Yay. Okay. Some sticky on the top of it. I need to give this thing a good scrub. All right. Now, VersaFine Clair is pigment ink. So pigment ink shouldn't run, I don't think. We'll try it and see. If it does, I can always stamp again. But I want to use my water markers if I can find them. Watercolor brushes, I should say. I want to use that because I'm not real good at alcohol inks. So I've got a set of Poetic watercolor brush pens that I got from Amazon. All right. Now I'm going to do mine like the picture just because this is the first time that I've done this card. So I'm going to attempt to do it pretty much the way the picture has it. Okay. So we're going to come along like this and color in the hat. I'm going to leave a little bit in the center, kind of. I'm going to come back with the darker color. Ooh, that's dark. That may be a little too dark. Well, we'll keep playing, won't we? Because once you go in with that first stroke, it's too late. Okay, this is a little lighter. then let's come back in with this. Overall, not bad. Not what I would call fantastic, but not bad. Let's come down and get her blouse. Then I'm going to go through and see if I've got any other blues that might work better. That one might. There, it went and fell off the desk. Everything always falls off the desk. Everything. All right, let's try this. I believe that's a closer match. So we're going to come in here. Yeah, that's definitely a closer match. So Alice, your hat is just a little off. You must have borrowed it from somebody. Okay, and then we're going to pick up the ruffles in the skirt. Excuse me. It's a pretty dress. I had a dress about this color one time. It was so pretty, and I wore it to work. It was really too fancy to wear to work, but I didn't have anywhere to go that was fancy, so I wore it to work. Loved that dress. Okay, let's get our light blue now. And what I can do, I can come back in with some of those darker blues down on the bottom. It won't be such a stark change. Just hit some of the highlights here, just to darken that up a little, and that way it'll blend into the hat a little bit more. I like this. I took an Indigo Blu class over at Scrappy Shak, and it was really a lot of fun. We made tags and a card, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's her sleeves. That's my lighter brush right there. Okay, those are the two I really want to use. All right, let's come back with a little bit in the skirt here. Just in some of the folds. I'm not a good watercolorist. My mom is. My mom's an artist. I'm not necessarily an artist. Some things maybe, but I don't know. I like to think I'm an artist, but when it comes to like painting, probably not. But some of the things I do could qualify as art. Okay, I believe that's enough work on that. Let's go down to her shoes, and we're going to give her shoes the color of her hat. It's those round shoes, and I can't see well enough to tell where the ankle band goes, so we sort of did it. All right. Let's do this coming down the buttons, and that will blend in also. There, starting to come together. We need a yellow for our belt. go with this one right here. Yeah. So yellow for the belt. And I think I colored some of the belt with blue. So she'll just have a little bit of a highlight there. Now let's come up and let's get the bow on the hat. It's got a pretty bow. And I see that I neglected to paint the brim of her hat. So there's the brim. And now let's give her yellow hair. I don't know why, but I agree with the picture here that Alice had yellow hair. Not sure why. You know, Alice could have been a brunette. We don't really know, do we? I can't remember if it tells in the story or not. And I see that I forgot to color in the collar of her dress. So we'll hit that with a light blue. No, looks like we hit that with a dark blue. Okay. Doesn't matter. Now let's do her stockings. Now it's got to have yellow stockings. Like Pippi Longstockings. I remember reading that book when I was in school. Okay. This one. Let's hit that and that. Okay. Now we need to do her mouth. We're going to do a pale pink. I don't think I want her to have red lipstick. And I can't see her mouth all that well. Probably gave her a red nose. I can't see. Well, if it turns out that she's got a red nose, I'll have to put a sticker on her face. I think it's a red nose. I think I gave her a red nose. Oh, well. Oh, where's the I love you so much sticker? Let's color that a little bit. What was this one? Right here, we'll start off with. Looks like Barbie might have embossed that. Okay. I'm going to set Miss Alice out of the way so we don't mess her up. I did get her nose. Oh well. Oh, but well, but. I think this is the first card I've ever done on my YouTube channel. I make cards all the time, but they're I usually make them in solitude. Does that make sense? We can really see that I'm not much of a watercolorist in this. We're going to come back in with a darker color now and see if we can't rectify some of that. Is that a blue? I believe we're going to want this blue. maybe. It should have been the other one. Something tells me that the design opportunities I'm giving myself on this card are not super duper. Oh, that was horrible. Let's do this. Okay, I am making a mess. But I think I have an idea on how I'm going to fix it when I get through. This is blue, blue, blue. Let's try that. See what happens with that. I've just made a mess out of this. But you know what? I don't care. I'm having fun. And for me, that is what it's all about. Just have fun. Do not let what I make out of this box slant you against Scrappy Shak, because it is not their fault that I'm messing this up so bad. Not their fault at all. All right, let's put these up. I have one brush missing, because that's where the water brush goes. Okay. Now, I'm going to really try to mess it up now. I'm going to put my watercolor thingies up. I'm going to get out my good old Versamark, and I'm going to hunt up my heat gun, and we're going to try changing this thing just a smidge. All right, I'll set my Misty aside. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Right, there's my heat gun and several other things to go with it. Okay. This can be a scrap. And when I was straightening up, I saw clear glaze. Wow, clear glaze. So we're going to dip our sentiment. Oh boy. We're going to dip it in our embossing ink. Rub it around, get, I hope, good coverage. Peel it off. Set that aside. I'm going to see if I can't make it more appealing. I'm dumping embossing powder all over it. Okay, now dump that off. Set that over there. We might have to do it 2 or 3 times to get the effect I'm looking for. We can do that. Put the lid on the embossing powder, always. Okay, now, hold your ears. See if I can pick it up and do it on the back. Heat the back up. Ooh, it's starting to go. So much fun to watch it when it starts melting. All right, that looks a little better. I'm kind of liking that. So now let's let it cool just a second. We'll do it again. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. That changed it a little bit and made it seem more like it was supposed to be like that. Okay, we're going to dip it back in our embossing ink. Push that out of the way. Pour our embossing powder back over it. Get it good and thick, because with the excess we're just going to shake off and pour back in the bottle. Okay. Careful, careful, careful. Okay, lay that over there. Makes such a mess. I got me one of those little pans that you're supposed to do it in, and it would not come out of there. It just stuck to it. So that was a waste of money. So I just use paper now. All right, let's put our lid back on. Let's bring this back over. And away we go. Hold your ears. You pick it up and turn it over. And heat from the back as long as my fingers will allow. Try to keep it from warping. And then I'm going to come, oh boy, it's doing it already. Yay. Oh, I'm liking it, liking it, liking it, liking it. Yes. Let's do this one more time, shall we? That is really looking pretty nice. It looks like it's enamel. All right. Let's put it on here. Okay. There's that. It's all icky again. 3 times is all I'm going to do it. So I'm going to cover my embossing ink up. Now let's put that powder on there and get it really good. Come on. Okay. Shake it off. Hope I didn't mess it up. Be just my luck. Okay. All right. Now let's pour the embossing powder in. And I just missed the pot. But you know what? Somewhere I have, y'all, this little We Are Memory Makers glitter vacuum. I love it. It's loud right now because I've got some chunks in there. I watched Bethadilly, and she came out with this little thing and cleaned her desk up, and I thought, okay, I gotta have one of those. You can get them on Amazon. All right, clean that up. Now, let's emboss this puppy one more time. Hold your ears. I'm gonna pick it up, maybe. Emboss from the back. And then I'm going to lay it down, and we're going to start, and it's already melting. Okay, I believe we have a save. That looks pretty neat. I don't know, can you see how shiny that is? It looks like an enamel button, almost like cloisonne or something like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, now what does it say we got to do? We've stamped Alice. We've done our sentiment. We're going to glue our mushrooms to our card base. And then we're going to cut Alice out, and I'm going to pause y'all so I can cut that out. You don't need to see me fussy cut, and that would just be cruel and unusual punishment. It really would be. All right, let's make sure that this is opening the way I want it to. Yes, I have a glue press. Do I know where it's at? No, I do not. Why do I not? Because there are gremlins, must be the dog, that come in here and move all my stuff. And then I can never find anything when I want to make cards or do a video or make a book. Okay, y'all gonna think I'm weird. I'm gonna stand up so that I can get this halfway centered. Just because this is the way I like to do it. I never get it exactly right. But close counts. Everything but horseshoes and taxes and bombs. Okay. Put my stopper in. If I could see it, I would put my stopper in. All right, I'm going to set my glue up there. There is my card front. Look at that shine from that diamond dust. Oh boy. And then if you add that, that looks pretty doggone good. Okay, I'm going to pause you and I'm going to cut out my Alice. All right, y'all. I used my Tim Holtz precision snips that they have a spring in them to fussy cut my Alice in Wonderland. Then I went back and looked at the directions while I was cutting, and lo and behold, like I said, always read the directions first. Do not do as I do, do as I tell you. There was supposed to have been a turquoise sheet under my mushrooms. Well, forgot to do that. Then it said when you stamp your Alice and paint it and everything, turn it over and put your Alice stamp on the back and draw around it, and that'll give you your cutting lines. Well, I didn't do that either, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm having fun, and that's what it's about. So we're going to pop Alice up on pop dots. We're going to put these sticky things on her. I don't like to get them too close to the edge because you can see them. So you have to, if you're me and you're picky about it, you have to be careful. All right, let's come down and put one here, and let's put one here. These, the more you use, you get more support in the center for your piece that you're popping up, and I like to make sure that they're well supported. I probably go overboard. Okay, her feet. That's awful close. Awful close. Okay, let's put her on there. This is actually turning into a very nice card. Barbie, I'm so sorry I can't follow directions. She's going to fire me. Barbie was a school teacher. She gives very good directions. I am not a good student. Okay, pulling off all the little tape stickies. It'd be better just to pull them off with my fingers. Pull these off. We've only got 2 more steps and we're done. Y'all say, thank goodness this is the longest time I've ever seen to make one card. Yep, I'm sorry. I'm slow as Christmas. Okay. We're going to decide where we want our sentiment. I think I want my sentiment right about there. And we're going to look at the picture. They fit it in kind of the curve. Let's see. Let's put Alice about right there. Cool. Now I can come in with my mushy sentiment. And I'm going to pop it up too, just for kicks and giggles. Just because I can. Okay. I'm really pleased with how that turned out. I really like that. Especially since I'm not any good at coloring. All right, we're going to lay this right here. I need to hit that just a smidge more. Might just be where I missed it with the pen. But there is my Alice in Wonderland card. Is it focusing? And look at the glitter and shine. Glitter Goblin, that's what we call Barbie. This is a beautiful card. I'm sorry that I couldn't follow directions, but it was a lot of fun to make. Don't forget, y'all, go by and check out scrappyshak.com. And if you live anywhere near Helen, Georgia, stop by and see them at Sawtee. They've got a great brick and mortar store. All right, thank y'all. Bye-bye.